Testing, testing, testing. All right. That's right. Yes, that's right. All right. Well, thank you so much for. Can you turn this just a little bit? Turn the camera just a little. See how it's. If you look at the screen, Ashish, can you turn this a little bit more so that I'm more in the. Yeah, can you do that just a little bit? Oh, okay. All right. Forgive us. We're just getting a little bit of a. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right. Let's get started. Let's meditate and relax. So, welcome to our class today. If you're joining us here in our classroom here in Dallas or you're watching online, this is Sahaja Yoga Meditation. My name is Brad, and today we're going to learn a little bit about what meditation means, how it works, and then we'll have the experience of meditation. So, I'm going to ask first of all, we do live stream every Saturday our class. It's online, DFW Meditation on YouTube. So you can always see our classes archived there. We're having a little bit of a technical issue today. If you can't see us, if you can hear me, but you can't see us, we'll get that worked out. I want to ask if you're new to our class today, what your name is? Jen? Jen, have you tried to meditate before? Hi, come on in. We can do that at the end. Yeah. Have you tried meditation before, Jen? Okay, very good. Nice. And how did you hear about our class? Okay. So, but this is brand new to this particular type of meditation. All right, very good. Have you tried different types or the same kind of thing over the past 20 years? Learning new things? Yeah, for sure, for sure. So then this is something very familiar to you. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Great, good. Then I'll kind of go over this and how this works, how it ties into meditation. How y'all doing? Okay, good. Have you ever, thanks for coming to our class today, have you ever tried to meditate before? Or is this, ah, okay. It's hard. Yeah, it can be at the beginning. Yeah, it can be a little challenging. A little bit of practice, like anything. And we'll try that today. But the UNT class, that was like a couple of years ago, or okay, great, good. And you just heard about us because of that. That's how you knew about us, or here. Oh wow, this particular Saj. Okay, very good. And your names are Jasmine and Alex and Jen. Yeah, come on in. My name is Brad, and we're just getting started. We live stream this class every Saturday. We're having a little bit of a technical issue. We archive these classes, so you can go online to YouTube, DFW Meditation, and find our classes going back to probably like earlier in the beginning of the years when we started. How are you? Mayur? How do you spell that? Mayur. Very good. And have you tried to meditate before, Mayur? Okay. How did you hear about us here? Oh, okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. So let's have a little intro and then we'll have the experience of meditation. So you kind of know about this probably a little bit because you've been to one of our classes. But for those of all you who are new, let's do an intro First of all, Sahaja Yoga Meditation, those three words, we can break those down. Sahaja means born with you. It means built inside of you. Basically, to have all of the benefits of meditation, to be balanced, peaceful, quiet our mind, all those things that we're looking for in life, to have a joyful life. That's all built inside of us. We're born with it. It's already there when we're born. That's what Sahaj means. Yoga, who knows what yoga means? Yes, exactly. We think of yoga as exercise, especially in the West, but yoga itself means union. So you put those together, born inside of you, built inside of you, besides all of those qualities that we talked about, which we'll talk about more here in a minute, is the connection. It's all built inside of us to have that union. We're already born with it. Because of that, because we're born with that, without, no matter where we're from or what we look like or who we are, for a human being, we're born that way. That is why we are a nonprofit organization. We were founded in 1970 by the lady that you see here in the photograph. Her name is Sri Mataji, and she founded it as a nonprofit, not as a business. She didn't make money out of this. I'm a volunteer. Everyone who teaches these classes, we're all volunteers, because you can't pay for what you were born with, what's already built inside of you. So again, Sri Mataji founded this more as like a gift. She understood how all of this stuff works inside of us, and she wanted to just give it to people. And that's really what she did. For 40 years of her life, starting in 1970, when she started this meditation, after her kids were grown, her daughters were grown and married, she started teaching people this and traveled really all over the world, giving classes, explaining how this works, and helping people in their lives. So Sahaja Yoga Meditation, who knows what meditation means, the actual meditation? It might be defined differently in different ways. In this meditation, to define meditation is to have no thoughts in your mind. That's what actual meditation is. Your mind is absolutely quiet without thought. And who has experienced that lately? No thinking. It's hard. It's hard. Our minds are always thinking. We go to bed at night, we're thinking. We're thinking about the day, we're remembering the day. Maybe we're thinking about something that happened 5 years ago that's coming into our minds, or we're worrying about tomorrow or 5 years in the future. Our minds are always going. We're sleeping, we're dreaming, our minds are still active. We wake up and we're thinking again, right? We start right up again. The thinking never really stops. It's hard to do that. But that's what meditation means, when your mind becomes quiet. And I will say that if that seems challenging, I will tell you all that we've all been there before. We've all had a quiet mind when we were little. Our minds were quiet when we were small. We were all living in the moment. That's what people say. Be present, be in the moment. We've all been there. We just grew up. And so life started to get more complicated. Our minds became more complicated. We started thinking and analyzing and reacting and judging. That happens to everybody. But we can get that back. We can get back to that basics that we had when we were little, because it's all built inside. It never goes away. It might just get a little bit of baggage attached to it. So let's talk about what is built inside of us, the Sahaj part. So this is a chart of what's going on inside of us. We call this our subtle system. And in our subtle system, we have you all heard of chakras? Chakras is basically energy centers. So we have 7 of those. They start at the base of our spine. They rise up along our spinal column. And the last one is on top of our head, where our soft spot used to be. So ancient people called these chakras, medical science calls them nerve plexuses, like our solar plexus and our heart plexus and so on. We have 7 of these. So these are where the nerves in our body are bundling together in these areas. And these different plexuses or chakras or energy centers are responsible for all the aspects of our life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. These chakras are responsible. So if these chakras are healthy and strong and working as well as they can, then we feel balanced, we feel good. We have all these qualities: peace, creativity, collectivity, forgiveness. These qualities are just shining in our lives automatically. If there's a little imbalances inside of us, and I'd say most of us, we have somewhere inside of us, maybe something isn't working as well as it can, then we don't feel as well as we could. Our potential is tremendous inside. We have tremendous potential with these different chakras. Make sense so far? 7 chakras, okay. And then let's talk about these 3 lines. We have 3 channels of energy too. So 7 centers and 3 channels. The channels inside of us are a left, which is the blue line. It's our past. It's our emotional side in us. You could call this the moon channel. It's described in that way. This is sometimes described as the feminine side in us on the left. And this is also the past. So the right, the yellow that you see, this is the future. It's our planning side. So from our left side, we get all of the desires that we want in life. What do I want to be when I grow up? What do I want to achieve? The things that I want. Those desires come from here. And then the right side is, okay, what's my to-do list? A, B, and C, or 1, 2, 3. How do I achieve my goals? Is on the right side, the action side. Past, future, and the white line in the middle is the present. The present here in the center. In the center is the present. And it's in the present only that we can achieve that state of meditation that we talked about, where our mind becomes quiet. It's very difficult to have a quiet mind if we're always kind of thinking about the past or living in the past or always worrying about tomorrow. Our mind is always active. We want to be in the present. That's where our mind becomes quiet. These channels, too, can become a little bit out of balance in us, perhaps. An example of the left side is really heavy in a person, and that person might be a little more apathetic or kind of, slow to get motivated, perhaps. It's easy to sit in front of the television, maybe a little more of a melancholy personality. And when that can become a little excessive, then that can lead to issues like depression on the left side, if this is out of balance. The right side is the opposite of that. So that's where cannot relax, cannot slow down, go, 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 cannot even for a moment, enjoy, always thinking about what's the next thing to do. And that can lead to, mental as well as physical things. So like ulcers and high blood pressure and all of those types of things, the anxiety of the right side. So those are some examples. We might even swing back and forth. We start out the day, we're go, go, go. We're in right side mode. By the end of the day, we come home and we just crash. We're all kind of swinging back and forth. But often our personality kind of tends to be one thing. And that makes sense so far, our channels inside. So again, this is what's going on inside of us. So we call this our roots, the roots of who we are inside. We might be dealing with issues like depression or anxiety or whatever it might be. We all deal with these things. We often don't think about what is the root cause of that. We might be able to treat the symptoms of what's bothering us. But what's at the root, and how do we clear or clean or nourish the roots so that these issues can fade and go away? And I will tell you that built inside of us, we also have an energy inside of us. So this little triangle that you see at the bottom of the base of the spine on our chart here, this is our sacrum bone. Sacrum, so Greeks named this the sacred bone. They knew that there was something special about this bone inside of us. Ancient people, again, they knew. And inside of this bone is called an energy called the Kundalini. So have you all heard of Kundalini before, Jen? Okay. Anybody else heard that word before? No. Oh, yeah. A little bit? Okay. So Kundalini, basically what Kundalini is a loving, positive, mothering energy that we all have inside of us, residing inside, dormant though, just resting inside of us. She knows all about you individually. We all have Kundalini, but your Kundalini is like she's been designed just for you. She's been with you all of your life. So she only knows you, and she knows exactly what's going on inside of you. So if your left side is a little bit heavy and you do get a little bit down and you feel a little bit blue, she knows. She knows that. If you feel anxious, if you feel fearful, she knows that. She knows what your talents are. She knows what your dreams are. She knows everything about you. She has a vision for you, really. She sees you at your very best, better than we even might see ourselves. And her desire is to rise, to be awakened. Again, she's dormant, to be awakened and start to rise up along your spine. And when she does that, if there's any imbalances inside of us, inside of our centers or our channels, she washes them away. She cleans them. She goes to the roots. She goes to the roots, and she nourishes the roots inside of us. And so, if there are challenges, again, it isn't like just kind of, papering over a problem. She takes the problem and she removes it without even any effort on your part. She does it automatically because she knows how to do it, like a mother knows how to take care of her child. So, like this chakra right here, for example, peace comes from inside. Peace is, you hear of inner peace. It's really true. It's inner peace. And maybe we don't feel so peaceful, maybe we're not feeling so satisfied in life. But if that's the case, that's because there's something imbalanced inside. If we were, if everything was functioning as well as it should, we should feel peaceful. We should feel relaxed. Again, think about little kids. Little kids are peaceful. They're relaxed. I mean, they may, quarrel over a toy and then they forget. They go back and they're always in a state of being present. Again, we grow up and we start to get identities and we become teenagers and we start to, whatever, identify with whatever we like or don't like and all of those things. But if there's an imbalance, then your energy rises and she literally like washes it away, cleans it out, clears it out. It comes up. She washes it out. It actually comes up and comes out out of the top of your head. She helps to clear things out. Automatically, you become more peaceful. Automatically, you become all of these qualities, more forgiving, more loving. That's another meaning of Sahaj. Sahaj means born with you, means built inside of you. It also means spontaneous. It means no effort on your part. Your energy is doing all the work for you. So she rises up, she cleanses you. She also helps to bring you more into the center. If you're a little on the left, if you're a little more on the right, she helps to bring you more into the present without you're trying. She does it. And then she reaches this point here. Everyone following along okay so far? Okay. She reaches this point here. Let's talk about this center because we talked about all the thinking. We think and we think and we think. And we sometimes we miss out on the joys of life because we're analyzing what's going on. We're thinking. The reason why we think so much, our left channel and our right channel, you can see on the chart, they come up and then they cross over here. The left channel crosses over into our mind. It becomes all the conditionings of our past, how we were raised, our society, the town we grew up in, the way our parents, chose to raise us, our schooling, so many things. Our country, they form the conditionings of our past, and we kind of view the world through our conditionings. The right channel comes up and it crosses over and it creates the ego in our minds, so that sense of I-ness. I did this. I have to do this. I'm responsible for this. That sense of I in our mind. And thoughts bubble up from our past and from our future. They bubble up into our mind. That's where the thoughts come from, the past and from the future. And if we think about it, if we stop for a minute, okay, what am I thinking about? It's always the past or the future. It could just be, after this, I've got to go, run some errands. I'm kind of trying to think about my list of things to do. Could be more than that, but those are where the thoughts come from, and they bombard our mind, especially I would say more than ever in today, because not only are these thoughts coming up, but our attention is so distracted by so many things. We all carry a little computer in our pocket. It's constantly trying to get our attention. So our mind is always thinking. Now, when your energy rises to this point, another thing about this center here, it's already designed to be, it's very narrow. It's very narrow here. And the thoughts push down on the center, and the thoughts constantly are pinging our mind. But when your energy reaches this point here, and we forgive, which is the quality of the center here, through the power of forgiveness, this center starts to open and your energy can cross over the center. And when your energy crosses over the center, then all the thinking in your mind begins to slow down automatically. There's no forcing or trick to slowing down your thoughts. It just starts to happen spontaneously, automatically, as you begin to practice this meditation. Your energy rises and our thoughts rise and fall and rise and fall. And that little space between our thoughts, that's the present. That's the present between our thoughts. We rarely ever experience that because we're just riding the waves, one thought after another after another. But there is a little space in there. And what your Kundalini does, naturally, spontaneously, you know, she creates or expands that little space. It makes it a little bit longer and a little bit longer. So it becomes like a second or 2 seconds. And you feel that in your mind for just a couple of seconds. The more you meditate, more energy rises, and that little space becomes a little bit longer, and then it's like 5 seconds, and then another thought comes. So you begin to slowly expand out that quietness in your mind, again, automatically. Thoughts still come. We're human. Thoughts still come. But you can start to feel that quietness for longer and longer periods of time before the thoughts come. And then just automatically, too, you begin to be able to, not get involved in the thoughts that come. The thoughts, you can just kind of let them pass, and then you kind of go back into that quietness in your mind. It's an automatic thing. If it's a struggle at the beginning, that doesn't mean that you can't do it. Don't worry. It takes a little bit of practice. It's like you're not going to go to, piano lessons and be able to play a concerto on the first day. You can take a little bit of practice. You just be patient with yourself. I promise, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I never thought that I would be able to meditate and feel the benefits of it. The thing about this meditation that's so fantastic is it's all built inside of you. We're all designed this way. Anybody can do it. It doesn't cost a penny. It doesn't cost a cent. It's all yours. Your energy is yours, again, and it's all because of this energy inside. She's the one that's doing all the work for you, like a mother and a child. She's taking care of you, and she's um, bringing you back into balance and quieting your mind. So one more thing. It's a lot of information, but one more thing. She rises, passes through the center, then she comes to the last center here. You can see there's a lot going on here, the last center here. So when that takes place, when your energy reaches all the way to the top here, then you get that yoga, that connection, that union takes place. So that's what she wants to do. She wants to make you your best. She wants to bring out all these qualities in you, and she wants to connect you. She wants to give you that yoga. And when that happens, we call that self-realization in this meditation. Same thing as yoga, self-realization. It's like this whole system inside of you, when that happens, sort of gets turned on. It's sort of like it gets plugged in. And so what is basically now a chart or a theory or me talking becomes something real to you. You begin to feel it. You begin to actually feel it, physically feel. One of the ways that you begin to feel it is on your hands. Our hands are very sensitive, and they have incredible nerves. The nerves are very delicate inside of our hands, and every one of our fingertips is connected back to these different centers inside of us. So if there is an imbalance inside of us and your energy is in there working on it to clear it out, you begin to feel these things on your fingertips. You might feel tingling sensations. You may also begin to feel coolness or warmth on your hands as your energy begins to flow through you. Your energy comes up too. I mentioned she's clearing you out. She's clearing things out, and you might feel on top of your head warmth or coolness on top of your head as this energy comes out. This bone up here, it's called the fontanelle bone, which is a little fountain. Somebody named it a little fountain, and it is that. It's like a little fountain on top of your head as your energy comes out. The number one thing that you should feel if you don't feel these things on the first time, and it took me a little while to start to feel that. Some people feel it the first day, some people it takes a few weeks. You should feel relaxed. Everybody in this room and online, you should feel relaxed. However you felt coming in, you should leave here feeling more relaxed. And I'll tell you, it's because this is all built into your nervous system. This is your nervous system, it's a simplified version of that, and your energy soothes down your nerves. She literally soothes you down, so you should feel more relaxed at the end of our hour together. All right, everybody took notes. I know that's a lot of info. That'll all make sense though. And the thing that makes to understand is it's all built inside. Don't try to force anything, or it's not. Just relax. Just relax and let your system let it all work on its own. It'll work out for you. Any questions? No. Yes. Yes. Why wasn't she already awakened? Because she's a divine energy, and the divine has given us a choice. We have free will in life. So it's our choice. It's our choice. She won't rise unless you ask. So it's kind of like we're separate from animals. Animals don't have any. They just live as they're designed, and they don't really have free will. We do. We're human, and the divine made us that way, and so that's why we're not automatically, with this Kundalini awakened. It's our choice to ask for that, and Kundalini is, I will tell you, anxious. Please ask. She wants us to ask. She wants us to get that, but she's not going to force herself on anybody. It's your choice. It's your choice to ask for that, and then all the benefits and all the positive things that we're talking about start to come to you. Does that answer your question? Okay. Any other questions? That's a very good question. Any other questions? Yes. The question is these different qualities that you see, creativity, peace, and so on, that's what these chakras do for you? Is that what you asked? Yes. Yes, exactly. These qualities are all built inside. Number one, innocence, for example. These qualities, all of them, they're with us. They're built inside. They never go away. But maybe, again, through life, whatever happens, we might not, they get a little cloudy, I mean, we don't feel it, but it's there. And the energy just helps to remove that cloudiness so that that quality can come back to its full strength. But yes, you can have all of these things and more, really. This is just a very simplified version. There's more qualities than these two. This is just the very basics. And after the class, there's some posters on the back of the wall here in our center that have a little more information about all of the centers. Did that answer your question? Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, let's have the experience. Let's give it a try. So you notice that our friends here, why did they bring why did they bring plastic tubs? So one of the things we're going to do here, we have a whole bunch of these in the back. So here in the center, we have the benefit of our own little meditation center, and we have a kitchen in the back. So we're going to do what we call foot soaking. Why do we do this? So we're going to fill up our bowl with lukewarm water and put some salt in there. So there are certain things we can do to help our system. Your Kundalini, she's doing the work, but it's kind of like there are little chores we can do. We can kind of assist. We can help. And one of those things is to soak our feet, again, in salt water. And we do that because we are made up of 5 elements: the water, earth, air, ether, and fire. And water and salt represents the earth. Those 2 elements in our foot soak help to clear out some of these lower centers, especially. You'll feel more relaxed. It's a wonderful little technique. I do this every single day. I do it every day. You have a long day at work, come home, do a foot soak, and you just feel relaxed. It like takes out a lot of the stress of the day. So that's what we're going to do this. We're going to have a foot soak. So we're going to I'll go in the back room together. We'll fill up our tubs again, just enough to fill up about halfway so it covers your ankles, so your whole foot is covered. Put some salt in there. We'll come back out, and then we'll start our first meditation. So if you're watching online, if you've joined us before, now is the time to fill up your foot soak tub. I will tell you, if you do not have this, that's okay. You don't need it. You can still have a great experience with meditation. So just bear with us. We're going to just take a couple minutes break, and then we'll be right back. So thanks. No. I can just, yeah. All right. We're back. So, thank you for being patient with us. We can start our um, we can start our foot soak now. Uh, Great. Here we are. So, Tiziano asked a great question, about the Kundalini. Um, why we're not just born with it, awakened. I explained why, but that kind of leads into the next part of our meditation. So, this energy is dormant. What will make that energy be awakened? And it's very simple. It's just to ask for it. So that's the key. The key to all of this is just your desire in your heart. So just asking in your heart, just keeping your mind open, your heart open. You can even say, I don't know. I don't know if there's a Kundalini or not, but I'm going to keep my mind open. And that's all that it takes. It's that simple. And then she responds. She starts to rise. So, keep that in mind. And one more thing, I wanted just to kind of explain as we go through this meditation. I'm going to lead it. We're going to use our hands a lot in this meditation because we have the desire is on our left side, the action's on our right side. So we're going to put our right hand on the left side of our body, and we're going to touch these different points. So I'll just walk us through how this is going to go. You can follow along. So first, we're going to put our hand on our heart, right here. Then we'll put our hand underneath our rib cage, and then we put our hand on our hip, and then back under our ribs, and then back over our heart. And then we put our right hand on the side of our neck, like this, on the right side, on the left side. And then we put our hand across our forehead, like this. We're going to put our hand then on the back of our head, and we can lift our head up. We'll keep our eyes closed. And then for the last center on top of our head, we take our fingers, we stretch all of our fingers apart. So there's a little bit of a tightness in our palm. And then we put the palm of our hand at the top of our head like this. Perfect, everybody. The one thing we want to be careful, we don't want to grab or hold on to our hair like that. You want to keep your fingers stretched like this because we're going to massage just like that. Very simple. Okay. So one more thing. Before we meditate and after we meditate, we use our hands again to what we call raise our energy. We express our desire for this energy to rise. So we can all do this together. We take our left hand and we just put the left hand towards our body, at the lower part of our body, where the energy is located, and then we put our right hand in between. Yep, perfect. The other, your right hand. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Now the right hand is the action hand, so it starts to move, and it starts to move over. Perfect. Outwardly. Very good. And then both hands move together, and you take it at the top of your head, and you tie a big knot like that. So you can kind of see, okay, I want my energy to come up past all this thinking and stay here. So do that one time, then do it a second time. You can let your attention come up along your spine too. So the second time you tie two big knots. And then you can take your hands back down, your attention can come back down again, and let them rise again. And the third time, you guessed it, 3 knots. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Raising your energy. And now, for each one of these centers, these plexuses or chakras, now we put a shield over ourselves for each one of those. They're very sensitive, and we have energy flows through our hands. Our own energy flows through us. So we put a shield over ourselves. We put our left hand at our hip, and our right hand touches our left hand. Yep. And then we just make a big arch over the top of our head, and we bring the arch all the way back. So that's 1. Over and back is 1. And then we go over and back a total of 7 times. Over and back. You can look at the chart. You can put your attention on each one of these centers as you put these shields on, or if you know where they're located, you just put your attention inside 7 times. And then we can put our feet in the water. If you're wearing glasses, you can take off your glasses. So let's be comfortable. We can close our eyes. We can put both of our palms on our lap, open palms, closed eyes, nice and relaxed. So eyes are gently closed. Eyebrows are relaxed. Forehead is relaxed. Our face, our neck are soft. Relax your shoulders. Be comfortable in your chair. Settle in, remove any pressure points. Arms are loose. Again, palms are open. Relax your legs. Relax your calves. And let your feet be flat, whether you're at home and you're not foot soaking or you are here. Let your feet be flat and let there be a space between them. Keep a little space between your feet so they're not touching each other. And let's take our right hand and just put it over our heart. And we put our attention where our hand is. So our attention is on our heart. And let's begin by expressing that desire. My mind is open, my heart is open to have this experience. So we can say inside of our heart, please may I have the experience of meditation. Please may I have the experience of meditation. Just say that in your heart. We can say inside of our heart, please may I feel the comfort of my own energy. Please may I feel the comfort of my own energy. We all have this energy inside of us. Please may I feel my own energy. And then, keeping our attention on our heart, we can ask ourselves a question 3 times inside of our heart. The question is, do I have a higher self? Do I have a higher self? 3 times in your heart. Do I have a higher self? And now we move our hand to the upper part of our abdomen on the left side. Under our ribs, we just press our hand. Press your hand gently. Feel that gentle pressure of your hand. Put your attention here now. And with our attention here, we'll ask another question. A second question 3 times. Am I my own master? Am I my own master? 3 times in your heart. Am I my own master? And let's move our hand now to the lower part of our abdomen. So at our hip, where the second center is located, we press our hand here. We put our attention here, nice and relaxed. And as we continue through this meditation, the more we can experience it through our heart and not on a mental level, the better the results. Just relax and just feel it through your heart. So with our attention here now at our hip, we're going to begin to ask for and affirm all those qualities that we saw on the chart that are built inside. The qualities that we are born with. We're going to ask our own energy to rise and to nourish these centers, to nourish these qualities inside of us. So we'll address our energy as mother energy. She's a mothering energy. She's pure. We can call her mother energy or we can call her mother. And the quality here where our hand is knowledge. Pure, positive knowledge. Comes from deep inside. That inspirational knowledge. Divine inspiration, you can call it. Where does that come from? It comes from inside and it comes from here. Again, this is knowledge that's good for us. There's a lot of knowledge. Not all of it may be positive. But we're asking for that positive, pure knowledge. So with our attention where our hand is, we can ask in our heart 6 times, Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Just ask from your heart 6 times. Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Just from your heart. Again, it's very simple. You just ask and then you receive. Ask and receive. Please may I have pure knowledge. And we ask 6 times because each chakra is like a flower and they have petals. This chakra has 6 petals. So now we move our hand back up under our ribcage. We put our hand again, press our hand gently, put our attention here, nice and relaxed. We asked a question here. Am I my own master? What does that mean? What do we mean? Am I my own master? It means, do I have control over my life, basically? Can I control myself? Can I recognize what's good for me and what isn't good for me? And can I act on what's right? Can I do what's best for myself? And if I make a mistake, and we all do, can I learn from my mistake? That is the quality of self-mastery. And that quality is built inside every one of us. We all have that quality. So let's affirm that. And let's say it in our heart with confidence in ourselves. So we're going to say 10 times, 10 petals here, 10 times in our heart. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Just say it from your heart with confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself. I am my own master. I can do what's right. I can improve myself. I can learn and change. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Now we move our hand back over our heart. Put our attention now in our heart and put your attention deep down in your heart. Let your attention go down inside, deep inside. We asked a question here. Do I have a higher self? And the truth, the answer to that question is we do have a higher self. Our higher self is the spirit. The spirit is our higher self. the highest that we are. Our spirit resides right here in our heart. And so let's affirm that now with confidence again, confidence in ourselves. So here we can say 12 times, 12 petals, 12 times. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. 12 times. Inside your heart. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. Our energy, our Kundalini, in addition to balancing us and connecting us, she also helps us become more aware of the spirit in our heart, more identified with it. And not so much identified with our likes and dislikes and our ego and our past. So, above everything else, I am the spirit. We can take our right hand now and place it on the left side of our neck. And we can turn our head to the right so our hand fits right where our neck and shoulder meet. We talked about the past, the future, and the present. Again, automatically, our energy helps to bring us into the center, into the present. But there are things we can do for ourselves, things we can do to assist ourselves, to help ourselves. And one of those things is to let go of baggage, and especially let go of guilt. If we feel guilty, it sits right here on our neck, on our shoulders, and it becomes like a weight. It holds us back. It keeps us from being our best. So here, we just say from our heart, just from your heart, with kindness towards yourself. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. And say it 16 total times. 16 petals here. 16 times. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. I am not guilty at all. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. And then there's a quality here too. There's a quality here. So let's affirm that quality. And the quality is self-esteem. Pure self-esteem, not from our ego, but from our roots, from our depth of who we are, from our spirit. So let's affirm 3 times, Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem. We'll ask 3 times. Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem. Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem. Now we take our right hand and we place it across our forehead. We can bend our head down slightly. Let our head rest in our palm. Again, nice and relaxed. Just relax yourself. We talked about this center. It's very narrow. All of our thinking is pressing down here. Our ego, our past, our conditioning is all pressed down. Our mind is very active. But automatically it can slow down when we forgive. When we forgive, our energy crosses over here. And we begin to experience what we call thoughtless awareness. That is when your mind becomes quiet. You're totally aware of your surroundings. You're not in a trance. You're not sleeping. You're not hypnotized. You're just quiet in your mind, like a child. So here, without thinking of any particular situation or a person, we can just say from our heart, Mother Energy, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. That's the power of this center. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Take advantage of this quality built inside of you. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And don't forget to forgive yourself and be kind to yourself and love yourself. I let go and I forgive. And now we put our hand on the back of our head. We'll keep our eyes closed, but we lift our head up now. And so now our head is bent back, resting on our hand. So it's as if we're looking up at the sky, but our eyes are closed gently. And here, same center inside, the same center of forgiveness. But on the back here, we humble our hearts and we say, Oh, Divine, please forgive me. Oh, Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made. Oh, Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made, knowingly and unknowingly. You just want to let go of everything here. Oh, Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made. And now we move our right hand to the top of our head. We stretch all of our fingers apart and press the palm at the very top of our head, at the crown or where our soft spot used to be, right at the very center, the top of our head. Fingers stretched. All of our attention comes up here. So let all your attention be here. Feel that gentle pressure again, your hand. And we're going to massage our scalp in a circular motion. We're going to move our hand over to the left, down towards the front, over to the right, and then back. So left ear, forehead, right ear, and then to the back. We're going to do that 7 times, nice and slow, 7 circles with all your attention there. And we're going to ask 7 times from our heart, Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. 7 times, 7 circles. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. We ask from our heart, Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. When we ask from our heart, our energy responds. It's all built inside, and it's our right to ask for this. Everyone has the right to ask for this. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. 7 times. And when you finish doing that, we just slowly put our hand back on our lap. So both palms are open on our lap. Relax yourself, eyes closed gently. And we'll just remain with silent, and we'll try to hold our attention if we can. Just see if you can keep it at the top of your head, where we were just massaging. Try to hold your attention there. Keep your eyes relaxed. Eyes are relaxed. And just for another moment, we'll just hold our attention at the top of our head. All right, let's open our eyes now, and we'll end our meditation the way we started, by just raising our energy again 3 times. We tie it first 1, then 2, then 3 knots. And again, you can let your attention rise up along your spine as you raise your hands, tie the knot, and your attention and your hands come back down. Tie the knots again 3 times. And then the shield 7 times, over and back 7 times. So here in Dallas, we're going to finish our foot soak. We'll dispose of our water, and then we'll be right back. If you're watching online, just be patient with us. We'll be right back in about 2-3 minutes. Let's so let's get comfortable again. Close our eyes and open up our palms. Yeah, my volume's on. And if we're wearing glasses, we can take off our glasses. We just take our attention inside. Let's put our attention at the very base of our spine. So at our sitting bone, we put our attention there. This is the very first center inside of us. We can take both of our hands and just put our palms toward the ground. So if we could reach down, both of our hands would be flat on the ground. Palms are facing down on both sides. Our attention is at the base of our spine. And this first center it's our foundation in life. We want this center to be strong, to be healthy, because all the rest of this inside of us rests here. And it can be challenging for us to grow, to ascend, to be our best without that strength at the very bottom, at the root, at the foundation inside of us. So with our attention at the base of our spine, we just ask for the quality. All we have to do is just ask. Again, and our energy responds. So here we ask, Mother Energy, please make me a wise person. Please bless me with wisdom. Please bless me with wisdom. Please bless me with wisdom, and please uncomplicate my life. Please uncomplicate my life. Please remove all the obstacles. Please give me that strong foundation to my life. A simple life, uncomplicated, without an agenda. Just a pure and honest. So the qualities, again, of a child are the qualities of the first center. Simple, not simple-minded, but not overcomplicated. And childlike, not childish. And wise. We can put our hands back on our lap. Our attention is at the base of our spine. We can raise our attention a little higher up our spine. So between our sitting bones and our hips, right in the center there, right in the very center, we're putting our attention on our sacrum bone. Don't worry if it's not exact, but right in that general area. Then you just put your attention on your own energy, inside. This is a powerful energy. Powerful, loving, nurturing. So with our attention here, we just ask from our heart, Mother Energy, please may I feel your comfort. Mother Energy, please may I feel your comfort. Mother Energy, please nourish me. Please nourish my roots. And we just hold our attention here for a moment. With that desire in our heart, Mother Energy, please rise. Please may I feel the relaxation. Let's take our right hand now and just place it over our navel, in the center of our stomach. Let's place our hand here. This is the center of peace inside of us. Peace, satisfaction, generosity are the qualities here. Mother Energy, please make me a peaceful person. Please make me a peaceful person. Please may this quality inside of me shine so that no matter where I am in my life, at this moment, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. Life happens, challenges happen. Please may I be peaceful throughout those experiences. And please may the peace inside of me radiate so that others can feel that peace. If we want to see a peaceful world, we need to start with ourselves. If everyone took up that responsibility to find peace inside, then the world would automatically, spontaneously, Sahaj, would change. So please may I feel that inner peace that's inside of me. Let's put our hand now in the center of our chest. Let's take 3 deep breaths too, with our attention here. Nice and deep. Fill up your lungs. Feel the fullness of your lungs. You can even hold your breath for a moment and then let your breath out. Do that 3 times. Hold your attention here in the center of your chest. We talked about the elements, the water and the earth, ether and fire. And we already know when we're feeling stressed, when we're feeling anxious, when we're feeling insecure. Take a deep breath. Take deep breaths. It helps to settle down this center in our heart. And that is the quality here. It is courage. It's fearlessness in our heart. So we can ask Mother Energy, please remove any insecurities from my heart, any fears from my heart. Please may I have a strong heart. Please may I have a strong heart, unafraid. And an open heart, a trusting heart, a compassionate heart. So Mother Energy, if I've built up any walls around my heart, please resolve them. Let's move our right hand over to the left side of our chest. So like we're pledging allegiance, we'll put our hand back on our left heart, like we did earlier. Put our attention here inside of our heart. And let's affirm again that above everything else in our life, our lives are so busy and complicated. Our relationships, our jobs, our school, our identities. Who am I? When we're unsure of things, we put our attention right here in our heart and affirm the highest truth about ourselves. Above everything else, I am the Spirit. I am the Spirit. We can say that inside of our heart. Above everything else, I am the Spirit. And that statement, those simple words, our spirit responds to those words. We can take our hand and just place it at the very base of our throat. Put our attention here. There are many qualities here. One of those qualities, if you've heard the motto, e pluribus unum, out of many, one. That is the quality here. A sense of brotherhood, of togetherness. That's what collectivity is. Strength in numbers. I am my brother's keeper. So please awaken that quality in me. The sense of oneness with others. And please make me a positive person. Please make me a positive person. Positive in my speech, in my words, in my deeds. Let's move our hand now back to our forehead. We can just put our hand across our forehead. We can bend our head down a little bit again. And we can very gently squeeze from both sides. So with our fingertips and our palms, just very gently, we squeeze here. And we want to just let go of everything. Let go. And take advantage of the power to forgive. When we forgive, it's for our benefit. It isn't for the benefit of others, it's for ourselves. So I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. We can ask, please, may I feel the state of thoughtless awareness in my mind, where my thoughts reduce. May I feel that peace. And then we take our right hand one more time, and we stretch all of our fingers apart and put the palm of our hand at the top of our head. Put all of our attention here. And let's end the way we started, with that desire in our heart. The desire to experience this meditation, to feel it for ourselves. It's to be experienced. It's something that you feel. And let's massage again 7 times, left, front, right, and back. And we'll ask 7 times, again, the way we started, please may I experience the peace of meditation. 7 times from your heart. Please may I experience the peace of meditation. 7 times. Again, when we're finished, we just put our hand back on our lap. Both eyes closed, nice and relaxed. Let's hold our attention at the top of our head. And just the music that's playing, we can experience the music as though it's at the top of our head to help us keep our attention there. So it's like we're hearing the music at the top of our head. Let's take the ring finger of our right hand. Just place the ring finger again from here. Down, over to the right, and back to the top. Just massaging in a circle. I'm just going to let go again. Just let go of everything here. I forgive. I forgive. Please remove all judgment, reactions, any anger. Please clear my mind. I forgive. I forgive everything. All the thinking, all the analysis, all the critique. Just let everything go. We can put our hand back on our lap. In just another moment. And just sit quietly with our attention at the top of our head, or just put your attention back in your heart, like you're pledging allegiance, just back inside your heart. Deep down inside. Let's open our eyes now and we'll raise our energy again. So I hope everyone is feeling a little more relaxed. Good. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming. So it's a new year starting, but a perfect time to start something new. So I recommend that you give this a try. Give it a shot. Give it 3 months. Try for 3 months, and then just see how you feel at the end. 3 months, it'll be the end of March. It'll be here before you know it. Try to come to a class every week if you're here in Dallas, or watch us online. And then what do you do during the week before these classes or in the middle between these classes? It's very simple. Try to find 5 to 10 minutes every day. It doesn't take much. We did a lot of things. We touched a lot of different centers. We said a lot of things. You don't have to do all of those things. We'll give you a card. It has 3 simple steps on it. Very first thing, find that quiet space, then raise your energy. Well, remember how to do that. And if you don't remember exactly, don't worry about it. Because it isn't about, okay, I'm saying it this many times and I'm rubbing my hands like this. It's not like that. It's what's in your heart. That's the most important thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. But try to raise your energy 3 times and then put on the shield 7 times. And then just open up your palms. And you can play some quiet music, something instrumental. And then you want to just start with your hand on your heart. Number one. And just ask again. I want to experience this. I want to feel this. That's the key, that desire. And put your hand across your forehead. I forgive. Let go. That felt relaxing, didn't it? Just to let everything go. Let everything go. And then put your hand on top of your head and massage again 7 times and ask again. Please, may I be in a state of meditation? Just ask. And then close your eyes, sit quietly. Thoughts may come. You can always put your hand across your forehead if you're feeling a lot of thoughts again, like we did. You can massage here or put your hand here again and just forgive. I forgive. I let go. I forgive these thoughts. I forgive. And in time, you'll begin to feel that quietness. The more you practice, the more you meditate. Any questions? Everyone's good? All right. All right. Thank you so much for coming. We have a card we'll hand out when you leave. Thank you for joining us online. If we had technical issues, I apologize. We'll be back next week. You can always go online and pull up one of our archived classes too. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.